I'm Jayne Dooley, I'm from the Civil Engineering section, and I'm going to show you how to add in structural foundations to your house model. First of all, make sure that you're under structural plans and foundation level in the project browser. The next thing to do then is to add in your foundation. So we click on structure, we move out of architecture and click on structure, like so, put the top ribbon there. Click on isolated foundation, and as you can see here, an isolated foundation represents a pile foundation. Then what we need to do is make sure that we're using the right one. We've already loaded one in for you, so you click on the one that you want, in this case this one here, and then roughly place it where you want it to be. And I'm just going to put this one under the corner of this building here. Now note how it doesn't necessarily bring it in the way you want it to be, in quite the right place. And what we need to do now is align it so that it's orientated in the correct position, aligned with the outside face of the wall. So in order to do that, we need to first of all rotate it into the right way. So to do that, we need to go to Modify, okay, on the main tab up at the top there. Click on the Rotate icon. In order to know which angle we need to rotate it through, before we do that, we need to go to find out what the angle actually is. And for that, we go to Annotate on the top there, Angular, and click on the face there, outside face of our foundation, and on the outside face of the wall, and turn it around so it's actually giving you the right angle. Okay, so we can see here that we need to rotate this foundation through 21.24 degrees. So now we go back to the Modify button, the Rotate button, click on our foundation, and we should get this bit of dialog box here, and we type in there the angle that we want to rotate to, and in this case 21.24 degrees. And as you can see, it's rotated it so it's in line. But we're not quite where we want it to be. We want the corner of this, of the pile slab foundation to be in corner of the building. So again, we go to Modify. Oh, sorry, yeah, we will get this error here. And the reason that's come up is because now we don't have an angle between them. So we just click Delete Dimension, and that gets rid of that. So now we go back to Modify. And this is the Move icon, and we want to align this outside face with this face here. So we click on the Align, and we need to then click on where we're going to align it to. So we click on the wall face first, which is where we're going to align it to. You could use that one or that one in this case. So I'm going to click to there, and then that one. And see, it hasn't quite worked, so let's try that again. Let's click that one. And there we go. We've now got it in the right position. Okay, so remember, when you're doing your alignments, and the wall that you want to move the foundation to is where basically you click on the thing that you're moving it to, first of all, and then you click on the object that you want to move second. Okay, so we've now got that in the right position. So we know where it is horizontally, okay? But the next thing we need to do is make sure that our pile foundation is embedded into a bearing strata. Now then, the best way to do this then is let's have a quick look first of all in 3D view and see how that looks. You can see our foundation. Double click on there. There we go. And there's our foundation there. Now, but we haven't told it what we want that to be as yet. So what we need to do is amend the depth. You click on that so that it turns blue. And then what we click on is Edit Type. this dialog box comes up, and we need to change the family, because at the moment that's looking really at the cap at the top. It's the steel pile that we want to amend. We click on that there, and we get a slightly different dialog box, and it's the depth here that we amend. Okay, in this case it's defaulted to 6,000 millimetres, size 6 metres. Let's change that to 7.5 metres. Actually, no, let's make it a bit more obvious. Let's change that to 12 metres. Okay, click on OK. Now then, so in theory this should have gone much deeper, but it may well not have done. So although you have actually changed the depth of your pile, what we need to do is make sure that you can actually see the bottom of the pile. And this depends on the section view that you've drawn and the depth of the section box. So if we zoom out of here, okay, and we click on the section box, okay, now, and we get these arrows here which we can then amend. See now how by making the depth of the section box deeper, you're now getting a more accurate view of the foundation. Okay, so obviously don't need to be that big. Okay, once the foundation length has stopped changing, you know you've got an adequate view. Okay, so now we've learned how to insert a pile foundation, how to move and rotate it to be in the correct position, how to mend the depth of the actual pile, and then how to change the 3D section view if need be, so you can see the total size of the pile.